Hey everyone, welcome back. Let's continue.
Good evening, young lady.
My mother always prefers when people simply call me Carol.
What can you tell me of the people living nearby?
I don't speak to many people, except our customers. It's not easy to make friends. And with the epidemic, it's even more difficult.
What can you tell me about the epidemic?
Some of our regular customers have left London. Some others only send their housemaids now. Everybody fears the contagion. I've even seen men with weapons.
Have you no friends at all?
No. Mr. Nithercott used to pass by and was always nice to me.
Does he not come by anymore?
No. Mum said he was weird. Always reciting poetry about a girl he'd met in Whitechapel. I wonder who this camellia may be.
Why are you awake at night, Carol?
I am helping my mother in her shop. It's not easy, but I'm a grown-up now.
Why is work not easy? Is something or someone bothering you?
Oh no, most people are gentle with me. But I'm so nervous sometimes. I pay no attention and hurt myself. Good thing my mum learned first aid.
Really?
I'm sure your mother is grateful for your help.
I do the best I can. But I'm so clumsy sometimes. I drop things. I injure myself. It's a good thing my mother has the patience of an angel.
Do you enjoy working with your mother?
Oh yes, Doctor. My mother raised me alone after my father died. We've always lived together, and she has always watched over me.
Do you remember your father?
No, I was just a baby then. My mother always told me how strong and good he was.
Do you ever think about getting married now you're a woman?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. Mum always says I'm still a child who has no idea how tough life can be. No husband would like a clumsy girl like me.
Is it true you often hurt yourself, Carol?
Yes, it's true. I try to behave, I really do. But one way or another, I always end up injured or wounded. I'm so stupid.
Why would you be stupid?
It's like I can't help getting under my mother's feet. That's how I end up being pushed, cut, or burnt. You see, I'm a stupid girl, really.
When exactly do these accidents happen?
Ever since I was little. That's why I need to stay with Mum. I'm not capable of taking care of myself.
You're a little bit suspicious, frankly. Why is that?
Goodbye, Carol.
I am sorry, I can't help you, sir.
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you...
Ah.
Carol's gratitude is exemplary. She seems determined never to leave you.
I'm taking care of my daughter as well as I can. It's not always easy, but she's the best gift life gave me.
But she'll probably leave you someday to live her own life. Will that be difficult for you?
Why would she leave? Children sometimes stay with their parents until the end, for they know no one else will love them as much.
You are responsible for your daughter's many injuries and scars, Carolyn. You brutalize her, don't you?
How could I abuse my own flesh and blood? This is nonsense. It would be like hurting myself.
You really believe you've done nothing wrong, don't you? How long has this been going on for? I should have seen it when you were my patients.
Seen what? Child abuse? Are you mad, Dr. Reed? I dedicated my whole life to my precious Carol. She is a part of me.
Yes, Even her name is just a part of yours. This is a terrible tragedy. Something of an unknown disorder. My God. Abuse that comes from overwhelming love.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How dare you say something like that? What kind of a monster do you think I am?
Tell me, Carolyn, do you often wound or hurt your daughter by mistake?
No. I always thought it was Carol's clumsiness that caused these incidents. Maybe it's a family trait, Doctor.
You really believe it's just bad luck and being clumsy then?
Of course, Doctor. What else could it be? I have nothing to hide.
We'll see.
Speak to me, Carolyn. Why do you behave like this? How does it make you feel to hurt Carol before cajoling her?
I don't know. It makes me feel good to take care of my daughter. I need to feel useful. No one ever takes care of me. I need someone to take care of me.
Do you realize Carol is a person? Not a toy. Not a doll. The poor girl would put her hand in a flame to please you. You are both trapped in this toxic relationship.
Carol and I are perfectly happy. Leave us be. How stupid I was to believe you could be a suitable husband.
Honestly? Where she's at doing that? Yeah, she is a threat. Sorry.
You're a threat to Carol, and no child should feel unsafe in the presence of their parents.
No, Dr. Reed. You are the threat. You are threatening to separate a mother from her only daughter, from the meaning of her life.
Well, at least we didn't lose any hints from either of them.
Goodbye for now, Miss Price.
She gone?
I hope you can stay a little longer.
Good evening, young lady.
My mother always preferred...
Have you unlocked anything else? Ah, yes, good.
You need to understand you are in danger, Carol. Your mother is responsible for all your injuries.
That's a lie. She has always taken good care of me. She only gets irritated when I get under her feet. It's my fault. My mum loves me so much.
Yes, Carol. Your mother believes she loves you as much as you're convinced she loves you. But you are both trapped in a toxic relationship that puts you in danger.
What are you saying? That she lied to me all these years? That she wants me to be miserable? My mother has dedicated her life to my safety.
Unfortunately, I might have to say that.
Your mother claims she cares for you, but you're just a vessel for her disease. I even suspect she doesn't see you as a person, but only as a part of herself.
Stop that. How dare you? There was no need for you to return from that stupid war if it's only to make us suffer.
Damn. Oh well. We can't always get everything right.
Goodbye, Carol.
I am sorry, I can't help you, sir. Perhaps you should talk with someone else.
What the hell? The hell did they go? That was just for a second ago. Alright, let's use blood vision. Where the hell did they go? How strange. That is really weird. He was there a second ago, no he's not. What in the actual hell? Ah! There's one.
Good evening, Mr. Baker.
Why do I always have feelings of deja vu when I talk to you?
Can you tell me anything about this district?
As you like asking questions so much, would you allow me to ask you one first?
Please, be my guest.
Do you like this city?
I personally love England. So, yeah, I'd say yes.
I know we are not living in the most peaceful of times, but I have learned to appreciate London's complexity.
Yes, me too. This city tests us. It invites us to find ourselves, to discover our true nature scattered throughout its dark streets.
But what if we don't like what we find?
Do we ever know who we are? I wonder sometimes. Or maybe it is the journey to find out who we are that changes us.
Fair point.
And what do you do, sir? For a living, that is.
I stopped working when I decided to leave. When I realized what I wanted. Wanted something this city can't provide.
But what were you doing before you took this decision?
Does it really matter anymore? Considering the past seems so pointless to me. I have lived in this city all my life. And now I think it's over.
Tell me more about why you want to leave London, then.
I just don't belong here anymore. I had to convince my brother to leave London because I know we need to find another life out of the city.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Baker. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
We are waiting for someone.
And why are you waiting for this person?
Because we need to leave this city as soon as possible.
Why do you want to leave the city?
I'm not really sure.
Oh, okay, he doesn't know, but he knows he has to leave. Oh, that's ironic.
Pericles, tell me why your brother disagrees with your presence here.
Agamemnon is naive sometimes. Although don't consider him a fool, sir. He is often more lucid than me.
At least you both have the same difficulty explaining what you're doing, and for what reason.
But is that not a common problem for all mortals?
What can you tell me about your brother?
If you are searching for a pleasant chat, you should speak with him instead of wasting your time with me. He's always been the more gentle of us.
That's it? That's all you can tell me about him?
For the time being, true kindness is the most valuable quality, my good sir.
Okay.
Who are you waiting for? I'm sure he has a name.
I really can't answer that question, since I don't know that person.
And why is that?
This person is mostly my brother's acquaintance. I don't even know his real name. Only that this man could help us leave this city once and for all.
But why would you need this person's help to leave London anyway?
Well, I thought we should have left this cursed place already, but my brother convinced me to stay a while longer, and here we are.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Right. Where's... Was it Agamemnon? Oh, God. Where the... Ah! Agamemnon. Okay.
Hello again, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's the only place I've considered myself happy. Or at least that's what I believe. Unfortunately, it's time to leave.
Why is that?
Because I'm not feeling happy here anymore. Are you?
That's interesting. I'm tied between these two. I personally love England, yet for the game, probably not the best. I'm guessing for the game, yeah.
I still enjoy living in London, no matter how difficult it can be sometimes.
Then I am sincerely happy for you. True happiness in life seems to be the most difficult goal to reach these days.
Oh. Well, a bit of a roll. I'm not actually losing hints.
May I ask what you're doing outside at this hour of night?
Yet.
I don't know. You should ask my brother instead. It was his idea in the first place.
You must have your own ideas.
From what I have managed to understand, I guess we're supposed to wait here. Waiting for someone to come.
Oh, God. Do they have half a clue between them?
May I ask why you've not gone already, if you're so exasperated by this long wait?
I believe fear is holding us back. My brother would have said it's laziness, but it's just because he's prouder than I am.
What can you tell me about your brother?
He's older than me, I think. But the important thing is that I really hope I'll die before him. Grief would just kill me, you know?
Is that all?
Pericles is very attached to this city, and without my insistence, he would never leave this place. We don't often agree on anything, you see.
Who are you waiting for exactly?
The more I think about it, the more I believe it's not exactly a person we are waiting for.
But what else could it be then?
I don't know. A feeling? An event? An impulse? How can I tell? Something that would allow us to leave this trap.
I'm afraid I'm not following you. What kind of trap are you talking about?
Have you ever felt like life trapped you in a role that does not fit you? That you are not in your place? That sort of trap.
Trap? And you think leaving London will free you?
At least it will give us the chance to be free. That's more than our present situation. Hope, Doctor. Hope is what truly drives mankind.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker.
Okay. Interesting. I'll check a couple of things. We'll have to wait till we progress in a couple of missions to talk to her fully. Is anyone else? Don't think so. Where's this exactly? Oh, it's in Whitechapel. Okay. Where's that? It's over there.
Steady, boys, we've got one of them. I hate leeches. Stupid Pete.
Really? Oh, for God's sake, stop bloody loading. God's sake.
We nearly died too in this war.
Okay, I need to go around that way. Okay.
Women's right to vote.
Oh, for God's sake. What are you loading? Why? No, why it's loading half the time? Okay. Oh. Oh, actually, to go that way.
Please, sir. Can't let you through.
So. Okay, we turn left.
You listening?
Oh, here, okay. Oh, the theatre.
I will return at a more convenient time.
No, you won't.
It's locked, all right.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully we can get back in there later. Alright then.
This is no place for you, sir.
Right then, let's go and talk to Lord Redgrave at last and update him on the situation.
Women die too in this war. Support the equality between men and women.
If there's no direct cutscene after we enter, then I will I will actually have that small little conversation with a couple of the other lords in here, which one gets a bit of interesting information about Aubrey Reed. Okay.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed.
Thank you. Ah, Lady Ashbury.
I must admit the Guard of Prewen impressed me. They must have spent years preparing their plan. I have a boat ready to go whenever I want. These hunters won't catch me. Lord Redgrave can play with the brave all he wants, but I won't put a foot outside until the Prewen end their hunt. I have a boat ready to go whenever I want. These
Okay.
hunters won't catch me.
Here's the other one. There's definitely another one of them. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
I know we're facing a crisis, but I'm shocked no one took the time to clean up the mess inside the club since we were attacked. Lord Redgrave is outside almost every night coordinating our defenses. Such an example. Rumors say 2 cases of infection have been reported in Buckingham Palace. Good thing the king is not there. Lord Redgrave is outside almost every night coordinating our defenses.
Okay, well, since
Such
we've missed that conversation, I might as well tell you. One of the lords mentions that he actually knew Jonathan's father for a time. And apparently he was quite a good man, they called him. So I thought that was really interesting. Shame we couldn't have that conversation, but... Oh, hang on. Maybe it's this one.
Perhaps we should change some of the club's rules if we survive all of this. We need to soften some of our laws concerning redheads. I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least 2 foreign econs. This is an outrage. We shall chase these intruders down. Have you heard the rumours of some horned vampire revealing himself and singing obscure songs around the city? What is this new malevolence? Perhaps we should change some of the club's rules if we survive all of this. We need to soften some of our laws concerning redheads. We repel the intruders for now. But how long before they return? Good evening, Dr. Reed. Have a drink and enjoy this night, for it could be our last. We repel the intruders for now.
No.
But how long before they return?
Oh, hang on.
Have you heard the rumours of some
Oh, no,
horned
it's this
vampire
one.
revealing himself and singing songs around the city? What is this new malevolence?
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please, tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reed. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
Yes.
But some questions remain.
The important thing is we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the econ he deserves to be.
To be honest, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure I'm the best candidate for such a task.
I can hear the hesitation in your voice, Dr. Reed. I admire a man of principles. But in this matter, there is more at stake than your moral comfort.
It's not a moral question, Lord Redgrave. It's the responsibility of giving immortality to a man I barely know.
Nonsense. Aloysius has been a member of the Ascalon for years. This is but the fruition of a long-held plan.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Yep, we have questions.
Before I go, I have a few questions.
All right, I'm listening.
Why Aloysius Dawson?
Because he is about to die. And he just may be the most influential man in England. After me, of course.
Did he choose me?
No, I did. My decision is very recent, to say the least, but it is entirely mine.
Does he know I'm coming?
He can't wait to become your progeny, Dr. Reed. Especially now that you have shown how strong your lineage is through your sister.
You invited Lady Ashbury. Wouldn't that be breaking one of your cardinal rules? No women allowed.
Not allowed as members, no. But considering the circumstances, I thought you'd like to have her here to witness your triumph.
So it's a temporary admittance, then.
Something of a bargain, considering the crisis we're currently facing.
How would you like me to proceed?
Don't worry. Aloysius has had many years to prepare himself. He has studied our kind for decades.
Is there any danger?
Our blood alters a mortal body so deeply that some don't survive the metamorphosis. They die for good. Mr. Dawson has been preparing himself for a long time.
So shall I just let him drink my blood?
Yes. Aloysius will gratefully sup on your blood. His heart will slow, then stop. But he will rise again as one of us, an immortal.
Goodbye, Lord Redgrave.
Now let's have a conversation with her first.
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson, to make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
Yeah, I'd like your advice.
I'd like your advice on the matter.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage and only capable of creating skulls.
Ah!
Please tell me more about your recent investigation.
As long as you lower your voice.
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already. Let the reaper harvest the rotten fruit that is his soul.
What would happen if I made Dawson an Ekon like myself?
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of how he'd spend eternity as a tyrant.
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall, who lived some 9 centuries ago.
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls, if the poor souls survive at all.
Wow.
How can you be sure the information was correct?
I made the acquaintance of a most interesting informer while investigating your maker, from whom I learned the truth about Lord Redgrave.
Really? Interesting.
Why so vindictive? You suddenly sound like you're angry.
Forgive me, Jonathan. I hate myself for it, but I feel such pride in my discovery. I'm afraid I just can't help it.
Which is?
He did serve William Marshall. And yes, the blood he covets as a token does truly belong to that legendary knight. But he was never his progeny. His lineage is not so noble.
Wow.
Goodbye for now, Elizabeth.
Goodbye, my dear. Please, be careful.
So this is going to become a power struggle. Interesting. I'll talk to Aloysius Dawson, and I will make my decision then. But first, let's get there. I think I know where... I think I know where the Dawson estate is. Think. Come on. So we're in chapter 5, there's only 7 chapters, so probably near the end of the game, I reckon. Come on. Thank you. God.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
Women of all countries unite!
I think I'll wait to rest. Oh, of course, I've gone the wrong way. I think we'll wait until we have dealt with Aloysius before we rest. Considering I've embraced or killed Rufus, there's going to be lots of effects happening on the districts, so let's just do it all in one go, I reckon.
Cross the legs, boys!
Not going to sprint. I'll just drain my stamina too quickly. So I don't have nearly 6,000, that'd be extremely helpful. If that's the case, I might actually be able to get up to level 30. Should be pretty bloody amazing. Ah! Oh! Perfect.
Dr. Reed, still conducting your nocturnal survey?
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it, with just one phone call.
Wow. Sounds like a tyrant, to be honest.
Goodbye, Detective.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Okay. Let's go and speak to the brothers. Oh, good, they're both there. Come on. Oh, for goodness sake.
Good evening, Mr. Bacon.
Why do I always have the...
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world for a long time. I hope he found it.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Bacon.
Oh, crap.
Good evening, Mr. Bacon.
Oh, I didn't mean to do
Goodbye,
that.
Mr.
It's the other one I meant to talk to.
Hello again, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
You should ask that question to my brother instead. Personally, I've not seen Aloysius for many years.
Ah, of course.
Goodbye for now.
Right. Let's go and speak to the primate of the Brotherhood.
I see terrible trials awaiting in the future. Good evening, Jonathan Reed.
No? Okay.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
Ah! It's kind of tyrannical then.
Goodbye, sir. And
I rarely wander. On the Empress again.
That's just made me realise we actually have to go back and talk to everyone else. Oh god. Okay. Oh god. Go, 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 go!
You leech! You kill him!
Don't you dare!
It's an leech! Kill him!
There we go. There, that's the way. Load already. Come on. Are you waiting for a postcard? Thank you. God. Right.
Good evening. Do you know anything about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
He used to be a big spender. One day, he sent 3 houseboys to buy all the beluga in my shop. For his brother's birthday, if I remember correctly.
I see. Anything else? Less gastronomic, perhaps?
I really can't say. The man is filthy rich. But you know that, of course.
I may have a look at you.
Okay.
Women of all countries unite!
Good evening, Miss Anne.
And good evening.
What do you know about Aloysius Dawson?
That man is a tyrant, the embodiment of greed and selfishness. All I despise about this country.
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been quite...
Okay. Where did he go? What? Oh, there he is. I wonder where Clarence had wandered off to.
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Well, I've discovered he's quite versed in occult knowledge. So I wrote him a letter asking him to finance my research about vampires. He never responded.
Okay.
You need some...
Interesting.
Rumors of abductions in the West End at night. That can't be true. Yes, Mr. Jonathan.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Not much, sir. Mr. Dawson's house used to be a good house with many servants. I heard he fired them all recently.
Really?
Goodbye, Avery.
Of course, Mr.
That is intriguing. He truly is trying to prepare himself.
Hello again.
Jonathan.
Goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye, son.
Okay, we can't talk to her. And there's one more person we can talk to. And then we'll actually end the episode.
Waiting for you to let your guard down.
What do you need?
Ah,
Tell me about Clarence's obsession with vampires.
It drives me so crazy it makes my stomach hurt. I was so relieved to have him back. But I quickly realized he'd lost his mind in France.
I understand your irritation, Venus, but you have to accept the trauma Clarence endured on the battlefield.
The question is simple, Jonathan. Is my husband mad? Yes or no? Do vampires exist? Or is Clarence a lunatic?
The important question is, what do you really think of your husband?
I'm tough, Jonathan. He should have told me the horrors he witnessed, however appalling it was, instead of inventing a fantasy about blood-drinking monsters.
So you don't believe Clarence?
If poor Mary, bless her soul, had tried to convince you of the existence of bloody vampires, would you have believed her? Seriously?
I suppose she's got a point there.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I never met the man. I know Clarence tried to contact him recently, but I don't know why.
Goodbye for now.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
Well, we might just have enough time, so
Support the equality between men and women.
we will go and ask the Price family. Good luck with that. Ah, perfect timing. Sit down, that's the way.
I am sorry.
Good.
Good evening. Yep.
My mother always...
Anything else to ask her? Double check. Nope.
Have you ever met the famous Aloysius Dawson?
Yes. A very strange man. Not very nice.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books, and then laughed at what we showed him.
Right.
Goodbye, Carol.
Dr. Reed, I am glad to see I am sorry, I can't help you, sir.
Good evening, Miss.
You know you...
Just double check. Yep.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
Ah. Well, well, well.
Goodbye for now, Miss Price.
Dr. Reed, I am glad to see you again.
Very interesting information. And on that note, we'll end this part here. Next time, we will be confronting Aloysius Dawson. See you then.